we're going to fire up the forge and...
Go ahead and show them the drawing. Refresh everybody, because it's been a while.
That's what we're making, you know, minus the burn spot. Working on this section right here.
I think this is like part 7 of the Klingon knife. The next time I'm just going to build the whole thing and publish it when it's all done. But of course we got the, I'll take this. We've got this working. We've got more charcoal cooking in the background. And it's hopefully going to be a really super productive day. I have a couple other small projects to make. I don't know if I'll get to them today, but we'll just kind of handle it as we go here.
You can hear it.
Get it closer to the computer so others can hear it. Cardboard rocket stove. Said that wisdom just came. Wisdom was paid for.
Mind you, I let the hammer do the work. Okay? I let the hammer do the work.
Today I almost knocked myself out.
Yeah. You were mad at me because you thought I hit you in the head.
I thought you punched me.
Smack yourself with the hammer. Because you missed the steel and bounced off the angle.
I missed the steel, or was it too cold to work? Off the steel anyway.
No. You smucked the angle square one-handed with this sledge.
No.
Or no, it was that crossbeam there.
4 pound crossbeam.
No. You were getting tired because you were really
Getting after it. Kind of here's how the story went. Had the steel in the thing there, and I swung down on a big coil spring from railroad car. I missed. It bounced off the anvil, and the point of the peen stuck me right between the eyes. And I had the hot piece of steel in this hand, the hammer in this hand. Shook it off. He was standing right there when I shook it off, because I almost walked out.
And he thought I punched him.
Thought he hit me. And I was times in my youth I was a little more sadistic than I am now. I had a hot piece of steel and a big hammer, and I was like, "You hit me."
The sad thing is the look on his face and the fact that what happened was I wasn't able to stop laughing long enough to tell him what he did.
He's like, no, stop. I'm like, what? Oh, then I remembered.
No.
The funny thing is, the reason he's laughing is this point came out right here, and it opened up and just kind of swelled up.
And bled.
And then blood started oozing down. So it's just like Wile E. Coyote getting bonked on the head, you know. So they made me go sit in the chair and watch Star Trek the rest of the afternoon and not go to sleep.
No, you didn't stop. You didn't stop forging for a couple hours.
Well, you made me take a break and sit down. And
yeah, I had to make him take a break though.
Like maybe slightly. But I have looked at you cross-eyed when I first looked at you. Now you can see how the electrical tape holding the old respirator with the bigger can and the bigger filters on it one day, in the heat of the furnace and everything, and the sweat and the wetness, the electrical tape just kind of gave up, and I was swinging, I turned my head and the whole thing just went flop. I had this little piece in my mouth. Whoops. It did it to me when I was welding on the rack too, remember? Threw it on the truck.
Can't believe you didn't put it together with some Gorilla Tape.
I'm gonna...
When that one fails.
I'm going to take the pieces eventually and cast a brass one with a silver mouthpiece. Plumb it in. I'll look all cool. The end of the water.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got some ashes.
straps here.
Oh no, that's hot now. Hand me those dividers.
Or over time, I'll get more used to swinging.
We have to hit exactly, try to hit exactly where I tap.
I'm trying. As over time. Been a while since I've swung a sledge for you.
Oh.
You're moving the steel under.
Oh.
I'm aiming at where it is and the anvil ain't underneath it. Oh, well.
Alright.
I'd pick up your brush. Brushes on the anvil. Ooh, sorry. Trying to straighten it a little bit here. Let me. Yep, you get it.
No cold. Gonna hand me those dividers again.
Sorry. No harm done, really. We're getting there. We moved a lot already.
Next heat, I'm gonna put more of the sideways piece.
So I don't need the sledge for the time. So, got the video rolling again. So explain the relationship of the master blacksmith and his apprentices.
Okay, I started smithing when I was about 13 years old. I'm now 36 years old. I've been swinging this for that long. I've had both shoulders operated on, and I know there may be other smiths that aren't in as bad a shape as me. Could be genetics, could be other things, but by the time a man was 40 in the Middle Ages, he was about shot. This is where, you know, I would start off swinging a sledgehammer like my nephew is here, but as time goes on, I know where to hit the steel, I know how to shape it, I know how to straighten it, and where to do it. So as I get older and more wore out and want to swing the hammer less, I lay it on the anvil, and where I tap is where I want him to hit. So I'm really only hitting, you know, about like that hard. You know, well, maybe a little harder, but I'm only doing one hammer blow where I would be doing 20 instead.
So you're not really moving the steel until you're required to.
Yeah. And that kind of sets up so that the younger individuals do the brunt of the muscle work. And as they do that, they observe how the material reacts under the hammer. And by the time they're 20, 30, getting toward 40, they're then, you know, they go through apprentice, journeyman, and then they're a master smith to the point where they're showing the apprentice where to hit.
Yep.
Well, journeyman will as well, but it just kind of the tech school of the time.
All right. Shut her down.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Lay it on there.
Right about there?
No, we're going to work this way.
Yep, got it.
Pull it towards you. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, we need to get the calipers and measure.
Pretty warm. We're getting close. That's why I cut the handle off, so it's not poking me in the jewels every